Hello, Tony Vera, the Venice Owl. One thing, the best channel to watch for homelessness is Invisible People. Mark is a good friend of mine, and that's the best channel to watch. I'm still doing homeless videos, but not as much. I'm back at LAX, but this is a great interview with Gary Featherstone. He's an amazing man. He actually got a hotel, still has his shop on 3rd and Rose, but he's an incredible person, and this has a lot of different topics of the Thanksgiving dinner he's holding, a lot of talk about the politicians, how to solve the homeless problem. This is a great individual and a great friend of mine. And sit back and enjoy this interview of Gary Featherstone on 3rd and Rose. He's an incredible person. He's been through a lot, and he's helping the homeless people. Sit back and enjoy. Here's the video. Here on 3rd and Rose with Gary Featherstone, and I hear that you're in a hotel.
Yeah, they put me in a hotel. I'm doing a little bit better, getting a little rest. What I want to talk about today are two things. First, City Councilman Mike Bonin. It seems as when I go to these different stores, I notice that they have people have just signed up people for petitions to recall Mike Bonin. The problem that I'm having is that I don't see a legitimate reason to recall him. Not only are they late, but what has he done? In my opinion, I think it's the rich people.
Yeah.
Well-off-to-do people that are sponsoring this. Why is it? Because Mike Bonin believes in helping everybody, even the little guy. You know, they went so far even to paint a black face on him. Well, how am I supposed to take that? When you paint a black face on a white man, or you call him a nigger lover, or what are you calling him? You know, so it only makes me think that the ones that promoted it are racist. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it.
Yeah.
You know, because it seems like those are the only ones that are complaining, are the rich white people. You know, and this message is for you. You can recall Bonin and anybody else. But until this is done right, ain't nobody going nowhere, man. You're not going to move these people just to move them because you don't like them. You know, who the hell are you? You know, if you want to do something right, why don't you start helping, and then maybe we can get together and get these people into into some kind of shelter instead of complaining all the time. You know, just the other day, I seen a lady down the street in front of a Whole Foods taking pictures of campers, telling me she don't want them there. Who are you?
Yeah.
You just got here. These people that come to Venice been here 2 or 3 years are trying to dictate a program already. Bottom line, we're coming up with a comprehensive plan for the homeless. Everybody else has been given an opportunity to do it. Nobody has did it. Homeless was here way before Mike Bonin got here. So why you blaming Mike Bonin, I don't know. If you want to blame somebody, blame Trump. Blame the man that's responsible for 100,000 deaths because he lied about COVID. You know, blame the man who divided the country for lying to him at the time that the election was a fraud. Blame him. You know, blame the man that asked you to take disinfectant to get rid of COVID. Come on, man. Spike ain't in there. Can you cut that out later? You know, the world's on a collision course, man. Created by those that got a lot against those that don't have nothing. Joe Biden won the election fair and square. You know, and the same people that's complaining. Let me ask you a question. A politician, he swears to take an oath. Under what grounds does he refuse to testify in front of the same chamber that he works in? Why would he refuse to testify in front of the same chamber that his colleagues are in? Because the legislature wants to ask you some questions about January 6th. Why would you avoid the cutscene? Why won't you turn over the documents? All this to protect a man that is going crazy. Donald Trump. You've seen all the evidence. There's no mystery about this. You've seen him time after time after time lie about the election. All the evidence is coming up to the light. You know, where he even sacrificed his own vice president. Wouldn't even go to his own vice president's aid. Now, if the man doesn't care about his vice president, what do you think I think he thinks about me? You know, this all has something to do with homeless, because the same people that's trying to get rid of the homeless here are the same people that brought Larry Elder down here, Caitlyn Jenner, and support Trump. We're here for a while, man, until we get a program that helps the homeless. You're not just going to move them, just to move them.
So would they have the recall, and then but the election is before the results are in on the recall?
Well, that's just a dumb person that doesn't spend a whole lot of money for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, the results for the recall won't be in until after the general election.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
You know, you spent what, $300 million on Larry Elder to got his ass handed to him. You know, the Republicans are trying anything in their power to get an edge. They have been in 47 states enacting laws that suppress the vote. Just the other day, man, you had a defense lawyer on national TV tell a judge he don't want no black preachers in the audience of the court. You know, I believe the United States has developed and enforced a global standard of laws. The reason I say that, you have this little white kid by the name of Rittenhouse that's on trial for murder. He brought a gun to a protest, shot 2 people, and killed them. And now they're trying to say it's self-defense.
And
wounded
the third.
Yes, even the judge is on this kid's side.
Yeah, he is.
You know, didn't nobody ask that kid to go get that gun. Didn't nobody ask that kid to bring that gun to the scene. Didn't nobody ask that kid to shoot the gun. I mean, they act like this kid is just innocent. Where did he get an AR-15?
Yeah.
You know, and all this, they act like they can't see it. The same thing with Congressman Gozar. Congressman Gozar creates an animated cartoon showing him killing Congresswoman Cortez on national TV. And the Republicans haven't said nothing. Matt Gaetz, he's another one, facing criminal indictment. Republicans have said nothing. You know, the problem is, it's the same people that's trying to get rid of the homeless, the rich people. You know, instead of the rich people coming together and trying to find a solution to house the homeless, they keep complaining. Well, I'm telling you, they've been complaining, and ain't nothing being done. You know, what do they want to do? Just uproot it and move them somewhere else, move them somebody else's area? Then that person's going to complain.
Yeah.
You know, as I said, we're working on a solution. You know, we're going to present our solutions to certain people when the time is right, and we're going to try to do it right, because so far everything's been done wrong.
Well, I heard Angel has a place where they share the kitchen.
Well, yeah, that's I think what they call a ROD or RDO. It's 3 or 4 people in one house. They each have their own room, own bathroom, but they share a kitchen. You know, that's progress, but it's progress that's not fast enough.
Who's doing that? The city?
Well, you have to understand, man, especially in the city of Venice, affordable housing hasn't been here since 1970-something. You know, the zoning laws that prevent them from building single-family structures, you know, it's rigged for the rich people. You know, they'd be more than happy to build single-family homes if they could dump them all in the Oakwood area.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to put them over here. They don't want to put them over here. Let me give you an example. This hotel I'm in, and I'm not going to call the name.
Yeah.
I went in there, and they told me, you can't park on this back street. I said, why? They said, because the white people back there don't want you to park on that street. It's a public street. I should be able to park where I want to park. You know, and I'm not understanding how you accept something like that. I've been in Venice 65 and a half years, and nobody's ever been able to tell me where I can park. You're not going to tell me where I can park now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go park on that street anyway. You know, because I don't believe anybody should try to dictate where a person can park. You know, if I didn't like white people to park down here on Vernon or something, I could say something. Would I be right? No, I wouldn't be right because it's a public parking. But they go to this restaurant down here and they use all the residents' parking, but it's public parking, so they can't say nothing.
Yeah.
So, you know, why I can't park over here? There's so many things wrong, man, with this, with California, you know.
But you had good news though. The sheriff dropped. The DA dropped the charges.
Yeah, he dropped them all. He didn't have no case in the first place. The people lied, you know. But that's what they do. That's what they do every day. If you look at the news, Congresswoman Maxine Waters is asking for an investigation of the Los Angeles County Sheriff Department. The Oversight Committee is asking for the same thing. The Inspector General is asking for the same thing. Listen, man. People cannot be this blind when the evidence is in front of you. You know, but it's those with all the money and all the power that's ignoring what is right. Trump said he's the president of law and order, but he's breaking every law in the book. Thanksgiving, November 25th, we're gonna have Thanksgiving dinner on 3rd Street. Any homeless person that needs a Thanksgiving meal can come to 3rd Street. We're serving turkey, ham, dressing, yams, green beans, cranberry sauce, roll, sweet potato pie, everything you're supposed to get for Thanksgiving. We're gonna do it right here on 3rd Street.
And what time does that start?
1 o'clock.
That's amazing.
You know, I want to thank Naomi Nightingale and Linda Nettles for donating. A few other people that live around here donated a little bit, but we're gonna get the job done. We got enough food. We'll have enough food to feed anybody that wants to eat.
That's amazing.
Starting at 1 o'clock. And we hope you come. We hope you enjoy it. Only thing we ask is that when you finish eating, deposit your trash into the can. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna try to really make it feel like it's Thanksgiving.
That's amazing.
You know, but you know, we're gonna do it again on Christmas. We're doing the best we can with what we got.
Yeah.
You know, instead of the rich people complaining, come down here, talk to somebody, see what's happening. You know, then maybe you might want to get involved and help, because the long distance bickering, crying and whining, it's not going to get you nowhere.
And what about your money with the sheriff? I heard the DA gave a court order.
Yeah, I got a court order to get it back, but they haven't sent it back yet. Maybe it takes a couple weeks, I don't know.
Because at first they said they're going to keep it, but now you're getting it back.
They know they couldn't keep it in the first place.
But they gave you a hard time about it.
Yeah, they know I didn't commit a crime. You know, what they say, homeless man, undercover homeless man selling drugs to the homeless. That's ridiculous, man. That's about the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I'm surprised KTLA didn't do a retraction on that.
No, I called them and asked to try to talk to them. They wouldn't talk to me.
I stopped watching them now because of that.
Know, but they oversported their hand.
Yeah.
You know, but everything's good, man. We're moving forward. And I think in about 60 days, we're going to present our plan to the right people on how to house the homeless the correct way. You know, it seems like everybody's just keep forgetting the main ingredient. I'm not going to keep telling you. I'll put it on paper and show you. You know, I appreciate you coming over here and letting us talk. I hope you come by Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'll be here. I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna live stream that event.
Okay.
You know.
I sure appreciate it.
Okay, man. Thank you, Gary.
All right.